everybody, it's me, Brenda, from Totally Together Crafting by Brenda. And if when you hear my name, you think I'm totally together, bad story. Anyways, come on in. We're going to do a rolling pin. And what I've done is I've painted this, the English Ivy from Apple Barrel. Sorry, my camera does not flip. But this is English Ivy from Apple Barrel. Not my favorite paint, but it's what I have access to. So that's what I buy when I have to. But I have a dilemma. I don't know if I want to paint the handles, the celery, and coordinate them. And when I want you all to drop in the comments. I'm going to leave them natural. Y'all drop in the comments, should I paint them the English Ivy, the celery, or if you have another color that you think would look good on them, drop that in there. And then before you see the picture, I will paint the handles. So y'all do that for me, okay? So what I've got today is we're just going to do this little rolling pin up. I have this guy. He's going to go on here. He was a thrifted item, and he's just stinking darling. Now, he has some buttons missing. So what I did was I just took some of my vintage buttons. This one was here. And this one was here. And the other ones were missing. So I replaced this, and then I took some thread off of this one right here because it was real long, because it had pulled out. So I just took some thread off of there, and I just cut it, and I put it right there so it looks like they're threaded with the same color. And you can see he's got some green in his hat. You can see there's just a little tiny bit of sparkle on him. He's darling. I mean, he is just stinking darling is what he is. This is this is an easy project. It's just that I'm going to say it won't take too long. Well, I lie about everything when it says it's not going to take too long. Y'all have to know me by now. Anyways, we're going to get started. And I have some stamps, and I'm going to try to stencil, keyword try, snowflakes on the back, okay? Because this is going to be our front, and then he's going to have greenery down here. He's going to have some berries, and greenery coming out the top. That one's got a little problem there, so we'll have to take that off. And then greenery coming out the top. Like I said, a fairly easy project. It's just that this was a thrifted cutting board. This was a thrifted rolling pin. I paid a whole $1.49 for it. But you can buy a rolling pin. You can use one you already have. If you want something that's going to, you know, put in with your other rolling pins to zhuzh up. You could put this in with a flower arrangement or an arrangement for your kitchen. Darling. So let's get started. Again, I'm using the keyword try. Oh, and I have some stamps. I have snowman stamp. Of course, it'll all be one color. And then I have 2 Christmas tree stamps. Well, here we go. And you guys, I got this box. This whole box right here. Got the box with tons of stamps in it, tons of ink in it for 20 bucks. I got a steal. I mean, really seriously. Because this snowman was bought at Craftsmart, wherever Craftsmart is. And it was $8.47 some time ago. Who knows how long ago. It's a this one is a Stapendicious. It's made in the USA, so maybe it is a little bit older. I don't know. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I got that whole thing for 20 bucks. I was tickled pink. Needless to say. So we're going to put some snowflakes on here, y'all. And doing it on a round surface is probably not the easiest chore, but it's not going to be a hard chore either. So just keep that in mind. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do them in white. A white, because of the fact that I'm going to do some dark waxing. And I'm going to distress this around the edges, and my handle will get distressed too. So remember to drop in the comments what color you would like to see the handle. And it would even look cute. What did I do with that color of paint? It would look, the handles would be cute red too. Or they'd be cute white. You know, so just drop in what y'all think, because I would like to know. And I hope that you, that's one of the things that, I really prefer being live, but that's one of the things that I really, really miss on my lives is the fact that I don't get everybody's opinions. So you guys start giving me your opinions. Okay, not bad. That's a start, right? That's a start. Okay, we don't want to get that tip there. Now, you could cut these off. I'm not beyond cutting up my stencils, y'all. I'm just seriously not beyond it. And I don't like them real solid because, you know what? There's nothing that's just really solid. So you can see those came out really good. And I like the white because of the fact that it's going to get distressed back. And you know, stenciling, the best thing you can do for yourself is a dry brush, because you can always go back over it if you should need to. So always remember that. So we've got 3. And we're just going to go all the way up this way because of the fact that the other side's going to be where our little snowman's going to lie. And I may end up getting some white paint on this. So if you don't want white paint, have to go back and touch up, then wipe your stencils, wipe the backs of them. That's really the ones that need to be wiped. Now we're going to try this big one right here. This is the one that may give me trouble. Because if you see that, see how that's coming up right there? That may give me problems. But you know what? I'm not as scared. Because if things don't come out right, then they just don't come out right. Because here's the deal. It can be painted over. But voila, look. Look at how that came out. And even though it was sticking up there, you just have to be really selective, I guess would be a good word to say, of how you put your paint down. And you can see that I was just dabbing. And I did not get a real solid coverage on that, and I'm not mad about that. And you could do this with texture paste as well. It would be a little tougher because of the fact of the running, but you know, it is what it is. That's my theory on things. It just is what it is. I'm not one that thinks I'm going to be 100% successful at something all of the time. I'm not one that thinks my stuff has to be perfect, because my theory on it, and you girls that have been around my page, you know that I say this on a regular, God did not give me the ability to be perfect. He gave no human the ability to be perfect. So always remember that in crafting. And always remember that there is absolutely nothing you cannot repair, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now I just think that's going to be really, really, really cute. And then, and we may not even use those stencils, or those stamps, but we may. We'll see. I'm going to put another one over here. And even if I put some of these down and they end up being covered up, that's okay. Because once I get all that stuff on the front, I'm not going to, it would make it very difficult for me to go back and fill in. So we're just going to go for this. That's what we're going to do, is just go for it. And I would like to, I've got some red ink, and I got several deals of ink, y'all, that were brands, they haven't been opened yet in that little box that I got. And there is some red. I don't know if it will show up on this dark green or not. Okay. This dries really fast because it's chalk paint that I'm using. Oh, no, I'm using acrylic paint. My apologies. This is going to all be covered up. So let's put one more right here. Let's put a big one right there. I'm just using a little, I'm just downloading or offloading, downloading. I'm not downloading anything. I'm offloading over here on the side on a paper towel that I have sitting right by my little paper plate that I have. Okay, nice, nice, nice. And then I use right where I offloaded, I just go ahead and get a little bit back on my brush right there. So drop in the comments, everybody, what you've been up to. And if there's anybody new watching, please remember to tell me that you're new. I like to welcome everybody, and I like to give a special welcome to everybody, but I like to give a really special welcome to those that are new. And Friday will be 4 weeks, y'all, that I lost the page and I got started over again. So let's hope FB sticks to their word and lets me loose after 60 days. And I'm not doing any kind of a pattern here, y'all. Some are going to be closer, some are going to be farther away. I just wanted some interest on the back of this, that's all. And you could make them further apart. They don't have to be as close together as I've got mine. But I think we're just going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. I just wanted y'all to see. I'm just going to put several of these little ones down. Again, they do not have to be perfect. I mean, it's nice if they are, and if you like that really solid line, you could cut these out and then tape them on and just take your time about doing it. You can do that. Nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of people that tape their stencils down. I tape down once in a while, but not that often. Okay, we're not going to go too much further this way. My husband's moving our fence, which this is all in our plan. It's just that it's been so stinking hot, he couldn't get out and do anything. And it's still warmed back up here in Arizona. See, that one is really very faint, but that's okay. Because snowflakes, you know, they are little, they are big, they are light, they're heavy. They're all of the things, y'all. So let's go back up here and let's move to some middle-sized ones. And this green paint is really good and dry because I've had it done for about an hour or so now because I couldn't decide what color I wanted. So I wanted to be able to stand back and look at that a little bit. I want that one a little bit heavier than that, I think. There we go. So look at how pretty that is, y'all. Really pretty. Okay, let's put a big one right here. A bigger one. It's not a big one. It's not huge, but so has anybody started their Christmas shopping? Mine's done. It's been done for a while. Mine's very easy to do because my nieces and nephews all know and my two bonus granddaughters know that they are getting a gift card of some sort or another. And I mix it up so they can't guess what it's going to be from. I do movie tickets. I do restaurant gift cards. I do Home Depot gift cards because most of them all own homes. Those that do not own a home, then I get them something that's comparable, that, you know, and sometimes they get a Home Depot one too because they still like flowers, or they still have a little place to buy a plant, or there's all kinds of stuff they can buy at Home Depot, even if they don't own a home. So sometimes they get the Home Depot too. They get the movie tickets they love. Okay. I really think I'm okay because you can see this has gone way further around than what it needs to go. So I think I'm going to stop right there. So that's our back, which is absolutely going to be stunning. And if you would, I would, this is obviously going to go in the kitchen, so I would not use any kind of diamond dust on it whatsoever. But if you would choose to do so, I don't think I'm going to need this, y'all. No, I'm not going to put those on, okay? So this is what we have. Like I said, we got a little carried away on the front. We got around a little further than what we needed to go, but that was okay. But you know what? I am going to put some, no, I don't think I'm going to need them. I don't think I'm going to need them. I might want one right there. Like I said, you could always go back and do them, but they're going to be a whole lot easier right now to do. There we go. Okay, let's put that out of my way. I don't want to really, I'm going to wrap that up so that, because once you put it in water, you do not want to pull it back out because it'll have, and use it for a stencil brush because it'll have way too much water in it. Way, way too much water. So let's just do that. Again, please drop in the comments what color you would like to see the handles. So this next part, I'm thinking it's going to be really easy. But you know, nothing comes easy for me, y'all. It truly does not come easy. I can't decide how I want to put that greenery. I want to put this guy on here first. I kind of want him sitting at an angle like this. Let's do this first. Let's get all this distressing done. And all of our, probably thinking, well, why are you doing that? Well, I'm kind of doing in between. So when I dark wax it, I don't want to put wax where I'm going to lay any of that down because I want the glue to stick. And I will use a couple of different kinds of glue. I will, of course, use the hot glue. This is the front, so. And the handles will get distressed too, whatever color y'all pick. I'm just lightly hitting these snowflakes. Just gives them kind of, it just doesn't give them a newly painted look. Which I didn't put them on heavy, so we're good on that. But now this is going to darken this green a little bit, so I'm probably not going to go all over it with the dark wax. Sorry, you guys, they're going to bark because we've got people working next door on the property. Somebody must have bought that property. I was wanting to buy it, but it's just so nobody could get close to us, but they really can't get close to us anyway. So the way this property is set up. And the person that lives on the other side, there's a wash. He owns half of the wash and we own the other half of the wash. And if you don't know what a wash is, it's kind of a creek, which is dry most of the time unless it rains. So it's really good for us because we have all that drainage. So our property slightly slants towards that wash. so everything runs off so we don't have standing water. Again, I am just doing some dark wax along here just to kind of darken it up a little bit. You can see the difference. So now we're going to hit it. Because I don't want those snowflakes to be snow white. But I used white so that they didn't get too dark and you could still see them. Okay. And you don't want to put it down where you're going to... Oh, that looks good back there. That looks really good, actually. So you can see the slight distressing right there. And on the handles. Again, don't forget to drop in the comments. And I think after I get this guy laid down, I think I'm going to hit him with some coffee stain. I think so. I kind of want him to sit like that. And I'm going to leave this dangle, I think. I don't think I'm going to attach that down. So basically he's going to be right in the middle. Oops. I didn't fling it too far, y'all. I don't know why my camera keeps going dark and light and dark and light. That's about irritating now, isn't it? I want to put some some glue right there. Right here. Because we want this to be able to stay on there and get it, and it can store like that. If you just did hot glue, then it wouldn't store very well in your summers. Okay, cute little guy. And I don't want him to sit, you know, like wrapped around it. I want him to have some dimension. And I'm thinking he might need a little bow. I have a little candy cane for his little arm over here. I'll let that sit a minute. Oh, my nose is itchy. My allergies are terrible. I'm battling this cold thing plus allergies. And my nose, the allergies are hitting because my nose is just so badly. Because in Arizona, you know, everything starts growing again. It gets hot and it kind of goes a little bit dormant. And I am going to put some dark wax on this just to get that shiny off of it. And you could put anything here, y'all. You could take and just make a nice little arrangement, a green arrangement with some flowers, some winter flowers and winter berries and so forth, you know. So he's going to get a little Fabri-Tac. And I'm using the 3-in-1, the Beacons 3-in-1. I've used the Aleene's. I like it as well, but this seems to dry faster in my experience. And you want to keep your two glues separate because of the fact that your wet glue, your Fabri-Tac, is going to create a barrier. I know a lot of people say it's a chemical reaction. It's not a chemical reaction that doesn't make it stick. It's because the wet glue, which is what I call the tacky glue, is causing a barrier for the hot glue. Sometimes it's going to work because it'll dry down enough that it will work, but most of the time you're probably going to come loose. So, again, I'm going to leave that just flat. So we have this. He's got his little, like I said, this should be a real simple, easy peasy, I say. I'm going to put this all up in here and just a little bit down here. You can see me. And then a little bead of hot glue right there. I want that to come over the top right there. And I may hit that with just a little bit of glue. Don't want to hit it too much with too much hot glue because this greenery is from Hobby Lobby. It's off of a wreath. So I bought the wreath. You can see where I've been cutting on it right here. That one's going to give me a bad time, that little piece right there, I think. So I'm going to hit the blow dryer on it. The 3-in-1 dries fairly quickly, but oops, she fell down. Not in love with that dryer, y'all. So I'm thinking maybe, keeps twisting on me, I might want a little bit more, another one right out here. I think I do. I think I do. So let's do some more Fabri-Tac. I'm doing the Fabri-Tac for storage purposes. If you don't have a problem with storage, it getting too hot, or you store your things in your house, by all means use all hot glue. It's much easier. There we go. How cute is he, y'all? How cute is he? Okay, I want a little bit coming right out the top here. Let me look here. Okay, let's cut a couple more. I wasn't sure how many I would need, so and they just cut off in sections, as you can see. It was, I saw them when they first come in, and they were like $34.99, I think. So I'm figuring, okay, it's going to cost me $17.50. Because, of course, I waited for them to go on sale, right? Well, let me tell you something. They upped the price from the $34.99 that they originally had on it when I very first saw it come in to $55.99. Of course, I paid half price. And those greens will last me all the whole winter and probably into next year, will be my guess. That's just, I mean, that's what they did. So I'm going to guess those were tagged from last year maybe, and that's just how much they went up this year. True story. And that's sad. Our prices are going up that fast and furious. But it is what it is. I mean, it's life, I guess, you know. None of us like it, but it's life. Or I don't like it anyway. I don't know about anybody else. I can't speak for y'all. I can only speak for me. And there's enough of this glue right down in here because I just felt it, that it will catch this. Look at how cute that is. Now, how cute is that going to be standing up? You know, and you really, honestly, if your bucket comes up a little bit higher, This could very easily be leaned against a shelf. It would sit there. No doubt about it, it would sit there. And then I kind of want to put, we'll see how this works out. I don't know that they'll even stay, honestly. I kind of want to put some red berries up in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get them to stay with a little bit. Because if I don't use Fabri-Tac on them and the hot glue, they just won't stay for storage wise. They just simply will not. Looks like another glue stick is in order. I'm trying to use these short ones up so they don't last very long. And two, if this rolls too much for you, obviously you're not going to ever use it again. You can glue this. You can put some tacky glue, squirt some tacky glue, or some B6000 or B7000 or super glue, or probably even some hot glue down in there. Your hot glue though, it's either going to show, or I'm trying to think what you could do with hot glue. If you have really tough fingers, you can put your hot glue on there, wait just a couple seconds, and then wipe it smooth, and then paint over it. You can do that too. So there's that option. I'm not really digging how shiny these are. I looked for my frosted ones. I don't know where they're at, and I'm sure I have some left over from last year. Not positive about that, but I think I do. I'm just putting it in the little areas, you know, where the little branches meet right here. So it kind of gives it a little something extra to hold on to. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 3 on each side, so I'm going to cut these off. These, I don't know where they came, well, here's the tag. They came from Ashland Christmas Noel. This came from Beth Beck, sent these to me a while back. I did a mystery box challenge, and she sent me mine, so. Let's see, where do I want to put this other one? Maybe I just want to put 1 over here and make it 3. I don't know, y'all. That's what I think I want to do. I usually typically work in 3s, as most people do. There's something about the odd number that your eye catches. That looks really good, but it doesn't really match his sweater here. But I'm not really going to be that concerned about it, to be honest with you. Because, you know, I could have painted these. Could have. Wasn't gonna, but I could have. Because I think they're okay. And you could we could change that. I don't want to change the buttons, though, so there's that. You be sure you drop in the comments now about what you want to see for the handle color, because I'm not going to paint it till I hear from you. I'm almost thinking it needs to be the lighter green so that the greens going over the top of it doesn't blend in, because they'll blend in. And it's not really an elegant piece, so gold, I don't know about the gold, but metallic gold probably wouldn't look bad either. I don't think anything would look bad, honestly. Black would probably look good, but again, it's going to, you're going to lose your greenery in the black. White with these little berries in the white would have been really pretty. I don't have any of that. I haven't bought any of that kind of stuff yet this year. I'm just using what I have left over from last year, and then the little things that I've picked up at thrift stores here and there. And that one got me. Look at how cute that is, you guys. And look at how simple that was. And like I said, as far as this goes,